These delicious sugar cookies start out as a shelf-stable pantry mix, and all you have to do is add water. Then you have options. Roll out the dough and make cutouts. Ice them, add sprinkles or finishing sugars, or just make drop cookies. Those are so simple. You could choose a few add-ins like white chocolate chips and craisins, or turn these into thumbprint cookies and add your favorite jam. They're so versatile. This dessert in a jar makes a perfect gift this holiday season, or pretty much any time of year. Well, hi there everyone. My name is Kareth. I'm a wife, a mom, an author, and a cook. On this channel, I like to create recipes using freeze-dried food. Sometimes it's completely shelf-stable, like a meal or a mix in a jar. Other times, I combine freeze-dried with fresh, but all the time, it's delicious. I'm here to help people who have freeze-dried food on their shelves to know how to cook with it. I test out recipes so you don't have to. Welcome to the Freeze-Dried Foodie. I have several dessert in a jar mixes up on my channel already, and one of the most popular recipes I have is for chocolate chip cookies. That one is so good. I'll link to that below. But here's a list of the ingredients you'll need to make these sugar cookies. And y'all, it's not a long list of ingredients. These are just normal ingredients you would put into sugar cookies. The difference here is we're just gonna mix this in advance, and we're gonna go ahead and add the fat to it and the eggs and everything you need, okay, in shelf-stable form, so that whenever you want to make sugar cookies, you're literally like 5 tablespoons of water away from sugar cookie dough. So this is just super convenient to keep on your pantry shelf. The way I like to mix the dough is to put everything into a food processor, because I think it really helps the fat to incorporate really well, really nicely, so that you have a really smooth mix. What I like to do first is put all the dry ingredients into the food processor and then add the fat. But y'all, I forgot to add the eggs. So when I realized that, I added the eggs real quick. And anyway, I continued with the processing, and the food processor, it just makes this really easy. So this is the consistency of your sugar cookie mix. And this is what you could keep stored on your pantry shelf. Whenever you're ready for sugar cookies, it's just ready and waiting for you. And y'all, these make perfect gifts. Just look at that. You could add a little ribbon and put the cooking instructions, the baking instructions on a tag. So easy. All right, whenever you are ready to make them, all you have to do is get out a large bowl, empty your mix into the bowl, and add 5 tablespoons of water. That is it, 5 tablespoons of water. And because that's not a lot of water, and you want to really get this well incorporated into the mix, what I have found is the best way to make sure that happens is to pull out the hand mixer. And it might look kind of funny, but that way it really gets everything really well mixed. And at some point, you're just gonna probably have to get your hands in there and start to squeeze. And it's kind of fun because the consistency of your sugar cookie dough is like Play-Doh. That's basically what you're looking for. And see, if I push my thumb into that and it leaves an indentation, that's exactly what you want. I wanted to share with those of you who might be new that I do have a few cookbooks available for meals in jars. If you're interested in the paperbacks, those are available on Amazon. The digital downloads you can purchase on my website. And my newest release is a soups cookbooklet. If you don't need all the other recipes, but you love my soups, that's a great one for you. It's in ebook form, and I'll include the link to all of those below. I use mainly Thrivalist in my recipes, but you could use any brand, including your own home freeze-dried foods. All right, back to the recipe. Now, once you have your dough ready, you have options. There's so many things you can do with this dough. And I've made it several times and filmed it a few times. So I'm going to show you some ideas of what I came up with. Of course, you can do the classic cutouts, right? If you are into the sugar cookie cutouts, this dough works fantastic for cutouts. Just get a little flour on your surface, flour your rolling pin, and roll it out just as thick as you want your cookies. I think that cookie cutter there is probably a 2-inch cookie cutter. You can just do any shape you want. Yeah, it works great for cutouts. I think I got 16 initially, and then I just gathered my scraps. And then you have options of what you want to do with your scraps. You can re-roll that for sure and make some more cutouts, but I thought I would just show you another option of what you could do with this sugar cookie dough. Pinch them into kind of like walnut or golf ball size balls, and then I'm going to make some thumbprint cookies. Now, typically when I make thumbprint cookies, I make them with shortbread dough, but in fact, I have a recipe on my channel for that already. But this time I thought I'm going to use the sugar cookie dough base, and I'll show you what you can do here. You just get like a little measuring spoon, that's a tablespoon, and then just make divots, little indentations in there, and fill it with just 1 teaspoon of your favorite flavor of jam. I have that Bonnie Mayman apricot jam, which I love. Their blueberry is great, their mixed berry, their blackberry. Like, you could do any of those flavors for thumbprint cookies. You can bake those up. While I was doing that, I was baking the cutouts, and so now they're ready. And y'all, you bake these at 350 for like 12 to 15 minutes. It's, you know, it doesn't take very long, and they come out looking fantastic. They don't spread really at all. So if you do like the drop cookies, where you're just taking like a cookie scoop and scooping them out, you might have to flatten the tops just a little bit because they really don't spread, which is great for cutout cookies because you do want them to maintain their shape. All right, so transfer those to a wire rack, let them cool completely before you ice them. I wanted to show you what the bottoms look like. They're just beautiful cookies. Y'all, they're just nice and solid. They're sturdy cookies, so they can hold up to you icing them, or, you know, you could always put sprinkles on those little things before you bake them. You have so many options here. That's like a little buttercream icing I made. And y'all, I found these finishing sugars at the store a couple days ago, and I couldn't help myself. I bought 3 different flavors, and they are wonderful. And no, I'm not sponsored. They don't know who I am. I just wanted to show you I got these, and they're so good on here. This first one is a spiced orange, and y'all, it's like warm and yummy, so good. The nutmeg and the cloves and all that. The second one is the peppermint, and it is a really strong flavor and perfect on these cookies. The third one is an English toffee, and if you like Heath Bar, you're gonna love that. So just look at how beautiful these are. Oh my goodness, this is like the holidays in a cookie. It is so yummy. It was really hard for me to pick out my favorite. I thought it was going to be the English toffee because I tasted that straight out of the bottle, and it was my like very favorite because I love Heath Bar. But once I put them on the cookie, y'all, I love them all. And I want to say that the peppermint one, the candy cane, I think that might have been my favorite, with a close second being the spiced orange. And I was kind of surprised by that, but these flavors are just wonderful. So if you can find those finishing sugars at your grocery store, I think they would be worth the purchase. I also just iced some of these, just plain icing. I colored that pink with some powder from my dragon fruit, my freeze-dried dragon fruit, to make that pink. That was fun. These right here that I'm showing you, that's when I made them just into drop cookies. So I just got a cookie scoop and scooped those straight onto the cookie sheet. And I think I flattened them just a smidge and then cooked them up. And the drop cookies are so good. I mean, just plain sugar cookies, but wow, really yummy. The cookie dough itself is not overly sweet. I don't like overly sweet sugar cookies, so it's perfect for me. Here's an option for you. You can add in different flavored chips, like these are the white chocolate baking chips, and some craisins. And I think you could put anything in there that would pair well with a sugar cookie dough. So, use your imagination, do whatever you want to do. Here are those thumbprint cookies. After you cool them completely, you can do the little powdered sugar dusting on the top. These are really good. I didn't know if I would love them with the sugar cookie dough, but I actually thought they were wonderful. My sugar cookie dough has a little bit of almond powder in it, and you can always add a little bit of extra almond extract to your mix. It works out great. I actually did that. I added half a teaspoon of pure almond extract to the mix. I put it in the food processor. And I also got some butter flavoring from Hobby Lobby, the cake section at Hobby Lobby. And I put that in there, like half a teaspoon. They both are so good. I've done the mix with and without those. And of course, the almond flavor is stronger if you add almond extract to your mix. And I really like it in a sugar cookie, but that's totally optional. You don't have to do it. But it works just fine as a shelf-stable mix, even with that almond extract in there. You can keep it on your shelf for probably 3 to 4 months, as long as your fat is good. And I used the butter-flavored coconut oil in a couple of my test batches. It was wonderful. And I also used butter-flavored shortening in a couple of my test batches, and that was wonderful as well. They both work just the same. So it just completely depends on you and what kind of fat you want to put in your mix. So here's the interiors of those cookies. Just beautiful. They're a little bit crunchy on the outside. They're soft in the middle. They taste amazing. The texture's perfect. I don't think anybody would ever guess that this mix was once a shelf-stable mix and all you did to make these was add water. You just can't tell. They're fantastic, and I think these would make a perfect gift. Well, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you try this mix and you cook these up, you bake these up, and please tell me what you think, because I'm just so excited about them. I sent a couple of batches with my husband to his office mates, and they raved about them. They really enjoyed them. So of course, I just appreciated that feedback so much. And then I even continued to tweak my recipe just a little bit here and there. It's gotten even better since then. And y'all, I just couldn't be more pleased with these. Honestly, they're just so easy to make. If you don't want to go to the trouble of, rolling these out and doing the cutouts, you don't have to. All you need to do is, just make a drop cookie with these. And then you can ice them or not ice them. You can add sprinkles or not. I mean, it's all so good. You have so many options. This is so convenient to have on hand because, if you have unexpected company or your kid says, hey, I'm bringing some friends over, do you have snacks? Or if the grandkids are on their way, whatever, you just never know when you might need some cookies in your life. Here is your verse for the day. Psalm 121, verses 7 and 8. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Amen. I pray y'all have a blessed day, a wonderful weekend, and until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.